Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Mixed Media Mayhem. Now today's recipe is Distress Oxide, Rainbow, and Vellum. So I've pulled out some Distress Oxides in a variety of colors. I've got a sheet of my Black Heart Vellum and of course my Mad About the Mouse stencil. Now the photos I'm using are 3 photos. There was a full-on arched rainbow when I was in Walt Disney World, and this is going to be in that quick 2014 catch-up album, so I'm gonna make sure that that goes in there. Now I did a poor job of getting the arch in one fell swoop, but hopefully you'll be able to understand that it was a full rainbow. So let's see what I can do. Alright guys, so I have taken my All About the Mouse stencil and washi taped it to a white sheet of cardstock. Now I am not going to be using this as the background, so I am not too terribly concerned if I get ink on other parts of the paper. I'm just not worried about it because I do know that I'm going to cut this bad boy down. So I am using the Distress Oxides, and I'm also going ahead and using a sponge dauber with these. So fun fact, for oxides, I use a sponge dauber. I find that I like the control of it, and I also like to lay my oxides down a little bit thicker than other inks. So I am using a dauber for those. Now I do keep the daubers and reuse them, and I have a variety of dauber heads that I use. Now for other inks, for regular old inks, I like the brushes, but I don't combine them because I don't want the properties of the oxides to mix up and get messed up with the properties of the regular inks. So I am going to go ahead and put ink all the way through. Now you did see me kind of use my photo as a measuring tool. What I was doing was trying to figure out exactly how many Mickey heads I needed to go ahead and fill in with ink, because I didn't want to do the entire thing because I knew that I would be covering it up with the 3 4x6 photos that are going to stretch across the page. So I felt like it was going to be a waste of my time, a waste of my ink to do that. Now, if I had no idea how I was going to position the photos, I probably would have just gone ahead and inked the whole thing. I prefer to do that when I don't know what I'm doing, when I don't have a clear vision in my head. And I would say it's about 50-50 of whether or not I have a clear vision in my head of what I want to do, or, you know, it's just gonna kind of happen. So I am using this white cloth. I promise you guys that this cloth was white. My friend Crystal over at Pineapple Papers gave everyone at retreat one of these white cloths, and it came in super handy. I mainly these days use it as a brush rinser offer, so I will use my water bottle to spray into the brush on the cloth, and it just kind of cleans off the brush for a minute because I'm lazy, I guess. But anyway, I am going to add this last color now, this purple. So as you can see, my rainbow of Mickey heads kind of leaned down to the right, but that's okay. As long as it didn't go up and I didn't have everything cut that I needed to. So now we have the rainbow of Mickey heads to match with my rainbow photos. And I am going to go ahead and trim that down. So off to the side here is where I have my guillotine trimmer, and I love this bad boy. It is a fantastic trimmer. It has definitely been through the paces and the works. There's paint and all kinds of stuff all over it. It's definitely not clean and fresh like it used to be. Okay, so I've pulled out the black sheet of cardstock, and now I've got my Mickey rainbows, and I'm going to trim it down. I'm going to have 3 Mickey heads up at the top, and then I'm going to place my photos across, and then I will put the rest of the Mickey heads down at the bottom. And what I discovered was once I got these photos across the page, I realized that I had one too many Mickey heads. So I go ahead and trim off a strip of the Mickey heads, and I think I still have them. I planned on keeping them. Where did they go? Yeah, they're still here on my desk. So I have I have a strip of Mickey heads that I will use for something else. It's just one little strip. So now my rainbow photos go all the way across the page. And like I said, it was a poor attempt at getting the full arch of the rainbow. My vision in my head was to put the 3 photos together so that you could see the rainbow all the way across the page. However, yeah, I did not have the ability to do that. Plus, this was back in 2014 when I had a very old iPhone, and the quality definitely was not as good as it is these days, right? Like, the iPhone cameras are pretty banging these days. So here I am bringing in that vellum. So this is black hearts on just regular old vellum. This is one of those basics that I like to pick up from Hobby Lobby. When the Paper Studio stuff goes on sale, this goes on sale for half off as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and tear this down because I still love a good torn edge. It's weird because I am definitely loving the torn edges right now, and I thought that that fascination, I guess you could say, would end, but it's still going pretty strong. So I just figure out where I want the hearts to sit and how much I want to have hanging down here at the bottom, and I'm going to position it so that it is nice and straight. So now I feel like I need to add some sort of sparkle. Now I love me a good black, white, and rainbow and gold layout. I just love that. But this time I decided that I was going to use silver instead. Now I was kind of bummed because this washi tape, I thought I was going to be able to go all the way across, but I only had a tiny little bit, and it kind of tore apart. So I tossed that into the bin, and then I got this kind of shimmery silver washi tape that had no texture to it. It's just like it's flat. It has no texture. The other washi tape had texture, but it's fine. So now I go ahead and grab my glitter stars, and I'm going to put those on the bottom. And I decided that I wasn't going to do the same washi tape on the top and the bottom. I wanted to have a little bit of something fun. And I figured that doing 2 different types of silvery tape would work. So that means the solid one is at the top and the stars are here at the bottom. Now, like I said, this is going in that quick 2014 trip album. I have 3 photos that are going on 1 page, so that is awesome. And I think today's Follow a Sketch Friday has a bunch of photos from this album. Like I said, I want this to be a quick and easy, get it done kind of project. So now I have the silver at the top, and I also have the silver at the bottom. So now I just need to figure out what I'm going to use for my title. So as you can see, I picked this up, this sticker from the Paper Studio. Got it on clearance. I love me a good clearance. So we've met now, you guys, the recipe challenge. We have the distress oxides, we have the rainbow, and we have the vellum. So now it is a matter of just wrapping up the layout. So I pulled that hello sticker off and layered it over top of the vellum. And then I decided to capitalize on the silver, and I have these silver and black tile letter stickers that I could not tell you where I got them from, but I am going to spell out the word rainbow. And I spell it backwards because I know where I want the word to end, and the word can kind of be fudged where it starts. Like I'm not married to the idea of it starting in a certain place, but I had a firm commitment to have that word end in a certain place. So now that that's down, I've got the layout done, right? Like you could look at this and be like, yeah, girl, your layout's done. Maybe you should add some journaling. Maybe you should shut your face. There is no journaling on this layout. Let's face it, you guys, as many times as I scrapbook Walt Disney World or even Disneyland, as much as I scrapbook that, I don't really have a whole heck of a lot to say about it. Now, there might be stories that need to be told, but I do have a Disney journal. I have a book where I write down what we did every single day, what we ate, who we saw, anything fun that happened. Like there is a book that has all of the Disney stories in it. So I'm not too concerned with the journaling. Really don't care. What I do decide is to add a bit more sparkle. So I added pretty in those variety of letter stickers, and then I added some of these gemstones, and then I'm going to add even more shining, shimmering, splendid with these silver paper studio little dots. So I'm going to get them down on the page, and then that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. A mixed media rainbow with vellum layout. There it is. Make sure you check out everyone down below who plays along with Mixed Media Mayhem on Fridays. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again real soon for another video.